carbs. Humolog. Approved by Health Canada or approved by FDA. This little project is trying to go along a day in a life of someone living with type 1 diabetes, and that's someone, you know, someone living with type 1 diabetes, and kind of figure out what's new, what I've been doing, what works, what doesn't work, and a lot doesn't work. Oh, we're doing the whole weekend?
Yeah, we do. Well, we're just doing today and tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So a weekend in a life of Miss P.
You made a mystery out of love. Breathe into life.
My babies. How can this be having a growth
look at that.
when it's so cold?
I don't understand this plant. Remember, because the last time when it was time for it to have its growth,
It didn't.
and we're convinced it's because the roots were.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, because it has the tiniest roots.
Yeah. And this is doing well after the replant.
Yeah.
But then all the new growths are going to.
Yeah,
because
they're probably
it's
not
getting
going to.
cold.
Yeah.
And this is another one
That is doing well. Yeah.
for not having enough light. Yeah, we're going to head out and get some groceries for tomorrow. Not much. Onions, peppers, and maybe pick up some corn.
Oh yeah, corn. Okay.
Let me show you how I prepare to go out. And with today, I'm driving. So I'm preparing for the drive and what I bring with me. I have sugar. So in sugar, I have gummy bears to treat low. These are the Italian ones.
Oh yeah, we got them from the Italian store. Yeah.
These are good ones because it still hasn't dried out. Fun. And blood sugar now.
6.0.
6.0 right now.
And that's good, right?
And arrow straight out, which is good. My diabetes kit. In here I have pen needles, and I have two type of pen needles, 6 and 5. I prefer using 2 depending on what I want to inject.
Right.
And I have
your fancy pen.
Insulin pen for Humolog. This I use as a backup now because we'll get to that. I have my long-acting Tresiba. Currently I'm taking 24 units at night. And this is Pendic. And the story behind this, I was contacted by a friend a pharmacist friend in Hamburg, Germany, who asked if I could use it or if I wanted to use it, and I'm like, sure, technology, why not? So this was sent to me. It is a smart pen. So similar to a regular insulin pen, but with some smarts in it. For example, it shows my last injection, which was last night around dinner time, 5.3. It's Bluetooth. I don't use the app for it. It comes with an app, so it logs everything, and it shows how much insulin is remaining in the pen.
So what is this 5.3 that is showing?
The 5.3 units was last night, and if you see up here, it says last inject.
Oh, okay.
And the date, so it was my last injection last night.
Oh, okay.
And this is fast acting insulin. So I'm using Humolog in here right now. I have FIAPS. I could use FIAPS or some other thing, but for now I'm using Humolog in here. Humolog is also one of the first insulins I used when I was first diagnosed, along with NPH, but it's been a fast acting that I've used a while, and I came back to it after not using it for a little bit. Then I have another phone. Don't judge. I have another phone. It's an Android. This is a phone that I use for just diabetes management. I'm trying up this app. It's X-Drip, created by a group of diabetics. So this is not an FDA or Health Canada or some health approved thing. It's created by a group of diabetics. You can use the way that you want to use it. My pen is connected to the app, and my Dexcom is connected to the app as well. So I have the Dexcom going on my iPhone, but I also have it on here. It will show the injections as well. Yeah, so these two, they talk. And if you heard that, it's my last treatment. It beams the treatment on here and stores everything that I need basically on there. I have my high alerts disabled because I didn't want to be waking up at night, and I do also have alerts on my phones. The idea of using this, which I really like, is the low prediction. This also I like when I'm driving because it actually speaks.
5.9 flat. 5.9 flat.
So if I'm driving or doing something, cooking or whatever, and I want to hear my blood sugar instead of looking at my watch or on the phone, it will speak. It will tell me what it is. And there's a lot more this I want to say homegrown, a lot more this application does that the app that came with the Dexcom doesn't do. I'm hoping to get as much information on here to kind of apply a second app to it, auto tune, that will help me smooth out my diabetes management. This is something I'm trying out. I've been trying it out for a few weeks now to see how it works, and I just got the phone off of Facebook Marketplace. So that's it, and all this comes with us. And of course there is more. That's not the only thing I carry in here. I carry the regular
wallets and
yeah, this is just a card holder, and I have my little coin purse. So the card holder and regular wallet with wallety stuff.
Yay. So that's what's in your bag?
What's in my bag, type 1 edition.
Okay, so we are on our way to the market, and it's about a 30-minute drive. So while we are driving, I thought we talk a little bit more about what's going on in your life. So you started a new job in March, and how has that been?
In the pandemic? Yeah, right before the pandemic reached Canada. So I started a new job, then 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks after that, we're all sent to work from home, not giving me much chance to get to know my teammates or to get to know. You start a new job, and I don't care how much experience you come with, you need to learn the culture and the business that you just joined. So I don't think I had enough time to get all that down. And during that, starting a new job, the stress of starting a new job, blood sugars all over the place, and looming pandemic, it was rough, but we got through it. And I say we got through it because anyone that has diabetes or knows someone that has diabetes, is not just your disease, it's or it's not just your condition. I don't want to call it a disease. It belongs to the whole family. So the headaches becomes everyone else's headaches, the worries become everyone else's worries. But we got through it, and we shifted to working from home, and I had some crazy blood sugars and some moments of, I'll say like profound sadness because, okay, here is the secret. For me, managing my blood sugar and taking good care of myself boils down to one thing. I do it so I can travel. That's my reward. I do it to be healthy enough to be able to be able to travel, to be able to have this other life. I work hard to afford some of the things that are not included in our healthcare, so that I keep myself healthy enough to travel, to go places, to have this other life that is not the regular 9 to 5 living and working. And clearly with the pandemic, it became very clear that my other life, what I work so hard for, and what I hinge my management reward on, is not going to be around. So I became a little sad about that, and just lived minute to minute, one day at a time kind of thing. And I guess in a way I'm still doing that. Checking in, so we are at the market. We just found parking, and diabetes related stress. Stress raises your blood sugar. The stress of trying to find parking and people all around. And so when we're leaving home, I was 5.9, straight arrow, flat. We got here, I was 6. Now I'm 6.3. Okay, so what changes have you made since the pandemic? The biggest change will be being extra vigilant. Obviously, since this pandemic started, all you hear about is the people that are succumbing, or the people that are people that have underlying conditions. So being someone with underlying condition or immunocompromised, the thing I think about most is making sure I don't get it to begin with. I don't want to, doing everything possible not to contract COVID. And on the other hand, also while doing that, making sure that my management is as tight enough like my blood sugars and everything is as tight enough that in the off chance that I do get it for some strange reason, if I will be able to, my body will be able to fight it. I'll be healthy enough in the beginning to fight it. And when I say healthy enough, my blood sugar and everything will be in a normal range, enough that I'll be going in same as the person that doesn't have type 1 diabetes. If that makes sense.
So what did you get here?
Lovely grapes. And this to try. So if you've used it before,
I think anyone has used this.
since near. Then they have this that says 4 ingredients. We used to buy the one with 1 billion ingredients. And we have some ginger life and water. I work at a place that is super vigilant about wearing, you can't get into the building without your mask on, your temperatures are checked, you swear an affidavit that you are well enough to be at work, and you do that every single day. So I feel like work-wise, my employer is doing everything possible to keep it out of the workplace. Our desk and everything is deep cleaned all the time. There are signs everywhere to wash your hands, and it seems like my body is on high alert. I'm always extra vigilant, on high alert. I can't leave my desk without wearing a mask, a face mask. That's not my rule, it's the office rule. So interactions have changed, and with that comes a little bit of the stress of making sure you remember everything and you're doing everything possible. And I guess that shows up sometimes as high blood sugar, and I need to remember. I remember a couple of months ago, I remember talking to my doctor, and he said something about right now at this moment is the time that we all need to incorporate mindfulness in our routine, because that's the only thing that's going to help with the stress and trying to get blood sugars down. Insulin will do so much, and it helps, and it's powerful, and it will get your blood sugar down, but the in-between little rises of stress here and there can only be helped with being extra mindful and trying to keep stress at bay. I'm illustrating proper hand washing technique. Fat doesn't count. The watch. All of these, all peppers. All my peppers and carrots.
This is where these winding roads have led.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
I'm going to pre-bolus.
What does that mean?
I'm going to, a bolus is an insulin you take to cover food. So I'm going to go ahead and take it now to give it some time to work or get into the bloodstream and start working before I start eating.
Okay.
Kind of give it a head start, you know. Like blood sugar is currently at 5.0. My Descom is on my hand. I never used to put, well, until they approved it for hand, I always used to put my Descom in my stomach, So we are going to use the smart pen to do the bolus. When I was using a pump, good thing about a pump is that it does calculations for you. It tells you how much insulin to take based on what you are eating or how many carbohydrates that you are eating. I am currently using X-Drip to calculate, so it's currently my bolus calculator as well. I will be going in and entering a treatment. It says carbs, and I'm going to have about 50 carbs, so we'll put 50 carbs for the amount of carbs and for where my blood sugar is. It's saying I need 3.2 units of insulin to cover it. So I go back to the pen and prepare it and prime it, so there's a drop of insulin to make sure it's primed. Then we go into setting, and it was 3.6 3.6 units, and I'm going to inject it right in my leg, and it'll do the 15 seconds countdown. Okay, and that's it. I'm putting this cap back on so I can take it off.
So you have to input that you've done it?
No, it does it automatically. It has the 50 units and it has the 3.6.
Okay, all right, yeah.
After using a pump for 12 years, then going back on multiple daily injections, this kind of gives me some of the features of a pump. It gives me the calculations that I can do. The only thing is I don't have a pump attached to me and I need to still administer my insulin. It's good. Yeah. Okay, I am done eating and we are going to take a walk outside to a store, but let's check in now. Blood sugar is 8.4, going sideways.
Going up?
Going up, but not straight up. A few minutes ago it was straight up. Carbohydrate is causing my blood sugar to go up. The insulin will do its thing. And we'll check back in when we get back home.
Okay, so let us go to, where are we going?
We're going to Muji.
Okay.
Let's go to Muji for a bit.
Yeah. How much? Which one should I get? Okay, let's do that wood. To mash, and also to mash my bananas. That way I don't have to use my hand.
Yeah. The banana mash.
Diabetes quick fix with magic food. Anti-diet. A mindful guide to managing diabetes.
And it's actually achieve
normal blood.
Let's do diabetes ratio. What edition? This is quite a popular book. Yeah. He has a clinic, Richard.
That diet clinic?
Oh no, this is all you need to know. Once you read this,
hypoglycemia for dummies.
Evergreen.
And
this one, sparkling butter. It's beautiful.
I know.
This one? Oh, with the fish.
Come light a fire, burn like the rising sun. I never thought I'd find you, but here you are, flowing like a river, washing over my soul, calling me home.
Hey, welcome back. What are we doing?
We are chopping up peppers that we're going to use tomorrow for our pepper and cabbage stir fry.
Okay.
We will stir fry tomorrow, but we like to prep. We are going to cook the corn we got at the market. Oh, I was hoping I can do it all in one go. Can I? Then wrap it up in foil and put it in the fridge. And when they do sell corn in a little, I'm running a little high right now, 9.2. While I was chopping things, I nibbled on a few carrots. It always happens to me. It's something that when I'm cooking, I taste, I nibble on things, and it sends me a little high till it can be corrected. Not that I'm selling anyone on pumping, but that's the thing about pumps. I could just increase my insulin a little bit while I'm cooking to try and avoid the high, but I'm about to eat now and I'll just go ahead and correct it. So the corn is quite carb heavy, and because I'm high with it's asking for a total of 7 units of insulin, and we've already been through this. After 10 o'clock, currently 7.0, I need to do my basal insulin, which is the Tresiba, and it's the insulin that's the background insulin that keeps me, make sure that I always have something dialed to 24 units.
Okay. So, how does it feel?
It hurts so bad. I'm going to go take a shower. There's a phenomenon that happens to me, and I think only me. As we say, your mileage may vary, your diabetes may vary. This is something that happens to just me. I haven't found if someone out there, if it happens to someone else out there, maybe they can tell us about it. But whenever I take a shower, my blood sugar goes high. It does not matter when, early in the morning, in the evening, middle of the day. If I jump into a shower, my blood sugar goes up. I don't know whether taking a shower for me is like weightlifting. I don't understand. I do not understand why it happens. But just as you saw, I'm about to go take a shower. My blood sugar right now is 6.9.
We can see that.
By the time I get back, it will be screaming that
Something
I'm high.
else, yeah.
High 10.5. High 10.5.
So while I was in the shower, my blood sugar did go up as promised. Once I'm done taking a shower, it starts going down again.
9.6 single down.
Now it's going down. So today has been a good day, I would say. It's been normal for me, my normal. We will continue tomorrow.
Morning, afternoon.
Afternoon, it's just a little after 12. It's 12:15 right now. We are walking. Whew. And with fall and the leaves falling, you can hear some background noise. See planes taking off, traffic. We may be in the forest, but we are still in the city, so forgive the noise. We got a little late start this morning. Current blood sugar is 5.4. Okay, I'm a little tired here.
5.4 flat. 5.4 flat.
That's my current blood sugar. I was watching movies all night and did not go to bed till around 3 o'clock, 2 something, almost 3 o'clock. My night after the high from the shower settled back down at around 6 point something, and I coasted all night. Thankfully tonight, I guess because I was up, so I wasn't having strange dreams and releasing all these stress hormones that I normally do. So I coasted, and when I went to sleep, had a little bump up to like 8 and came down nicely this morning. We started out, I was around 6.9 when we started out. By the time we got into the trail, I had dropped off to like 5. But we know if we do the hill, it takes me back up. So we're on one of the hilliest trails right now. That's why I'm so winded. It's a steep but steady climb, and it goes for, I don't know how long, but I would say maybe 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers. One more thing to say about using the X-Drip is being on a trail like this and having the vocal feature. Because I have the vocal feature on and I can put it as high as I can put the volume up, we are just walking and I can hear what my blood sugar is doing from time to time. I can hear when there is a change.
5.5 flat. 5.5 flat.
See, it was 5.4, it's 5.5, but we expected that doing the hill, and I can hear the change as I go along, it going up and down. I don't have to wonder, which is what I used to do, stop and look at the, flick my wrist to see what it's doing. We could just hear it and kind of adjust our walking based on that. So let's keep on enough resting. Let's go.
You don't have to be perfect.
Also, there's practically no one here, so no need for mask. And on the occasion you meet very few people, you're able to social distance.
Just take the jump and hold your breath. It feels good to be alive. Oh, if you trip, get up again. Here we go, we're ascending. I feel so alive.
So we are stopping because I am going a little low. It's very cold today, and again with type 1 diabetes you can never predict what happens.
4.8 slight down.
So a low is predicted in about 20 minutes. I'm just going to put 2 gummy bears in my mouth and let it dissolve and kind of bring that up a bit. Try to avoid the low. You may remember sugar from yesterday.
So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Great. It's a beautiful day. It's been a nice walk.
I know. It's cold but beautiful.
Yeah, it's cold. And we have about 2 or 3 more kilometers to go.
Yeah.
We're going to go by the store, pick up something for
Our coffee.
then head home.
Hey. So,
Well, they say don't grocery shop when you're hungry. And we've been walking, so we are hungry. We got some bread for coffee and picked up a few things. Because this weekend is not a true representation of what we'll eat.
yeah, what would I have eaten?
Oh, albatross, keep your blackness from my mind. Oh, albatross.
Okay, we are back. And how many kilometers did we do?
14 kilometers.
So we did 14 kilometers in about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Current blood sugar is 4.5. So we started off at around 6.7 and ended at 4.5 with 2 gummy bears. So 4.3 right now. Low is predicted in 23 minutes. But I'm home and I'm about to eat all the carbs in the world. I am still going to bolus for my food, but I'm not going to pre-bolus. I'm not going to bolus and wait 15 minutes. I'm going to kind of bolus and go ahead and eat. Then afterwards, we are going to cook for the week.
Okay. All right. Let's get on it. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it. Get.
Washing all over my soul, calling me home, calling me
Okay. Coffee and sourdough bread served, and carrots and a little bit of cabbage.
No, that's good.
The dangers of cooking while living with diabetes. I keep snacking. We have a lot to do. A bit of mushroom powder
The sea will weep for
in my
me.
onions.
Swear that I am just ever faithful. I will be until
It's not the
we
coriander leaves.
finally rise.
Habaneros. This whole thing is pepper.
I'll try.
Just cook for a little bit, then I'll add more pepper.
Keep your blackness from the light. Oh, I'll be trying. Keep your devil solely thine. Though I know she cries out for me, I shall never leave.
That's good.
How the
You're going to be eating this a lot.
forever blind I'll be.
Peppers, cabbage.
Oh,
Everything in here is local.
Yeah.
Tokonagan onion, peppers and cabbage are from Richmond. And the habanero is also from Tokonagan. But it is good. It's very good.
Okay, so I guess the question is, what, besides secure, what is it you wish you had in your management arsenal?
And this is wish, so I can
Yeah,
dream
it can be
big,
anything,
right?
right? Yeah.
Okay. If I could dream of
The perfect.
the perfect thing, I would say the ability to take vacation from management. And I know it's something that I've given a lot of thought about. It's something that a few years ago, when mom was going through cancer treatment, it was something that I was almost, in the beginning, almost jealous that we go to the cancer agency and they give her the treatment, the chemo and everything. She didn't have to think about the dosage. She didn't have to think about anything except it was done to her, it was administered to her. or for her, she comes home and the only thing is being strong. And I was like, wow, I wish diabetes was like that. Like, I show up somewhere, someone does all the decision, all the management aspect of it, and all I have to do is be strong. So someone just shows up with breakfast and shows up with my dosages, and off I go, and if I'm getting high or low, someone makes the adjustment, and I just walk around and carefree and la 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 la, and it all just works out. And if I'm sleeping at night, someone just monitors me at night and treats highs and lows, and I don't have to, like, that mental vacation, that mental break will be what I wish for. What I want people to imagine is that regardless of what your life is, your daily life, add on top of it is, as a person living with type 1 diabetes, what you add on top of it is you are doing everything you are supposed to do while on that wheel going, and on top of that, you are living your normal life. You are having to work and pay taxes and make money so that you can live and all those things, but still keeping yourself going. And the one aspect we don't like talking about but needs to be talked about is the fact that insulin itself is how we say in Ghana, kumfu domfo.
Right, yeah.
It helps, but it can kill, and that there is that fine balance. Too much of it and you can harm yourself or die. Too little of it and you can long-term harm yourself and have complications. It's a balance that we have to we strike.
Yeah.
But it's something that we don't talk about, so people that are not close to people living that balance think, oh, it's so easy and it's a cure. It's like when someone outside said something to you and you got upset and you're like, no, that's not how type 1 diabetes is. You just don't take an injection and you're fine. But they don't know that. All they know is that you take an injection and you're...
as long as you take care. Yeah, as long as people say, like Pearlsa, as long as she's taking her injection, she's fine,
right? Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't exactly work
like
that way.
There's this vial that every morning and night she takes and she's fine. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So people need to, but that's something that we don't talk about because you really don't want to burden people. And especially, I think it's even worse in our culture, where you could be basically dying and your mom or someone calls you and it's like, oh, how are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm fine, everything is fine, it's perfect. And because you do not, sharing your burden is like burdening them, so you don't do that. And they do the same thing to you. They could be literally shot in a ditch dying and tell you how fabulous it is. So later.
Right. Okay, so what are we doing now?
Well, we are done cooking, so next is to deep clean.
How technology or technological developments are helping you or assisting you in your diabetes management?
There are a lot of technological developments out there, and I think sometimes there are the ones where money is an issue. So where it's like, okay, I want this closed loop pump thing, but then if your insurance doesn't cover it, money becomes an issue and all that. Then there are the ones out there where it's a continent or a country thing. There's this new technology somewhere else, but you can't get your hand on it because you're in the wrong like the birthplace lottery, that you are born in the wrong country, so things happen. It does happen with diabetes technology also, where it's somewhere else but you can't get your hands on it because you're in
another country.
It's not approved by your country and so on. And it's similar, if I think about it, with the smart pen that I'm using. It's not new. It's not something I knew about. If we knew about it, we probably would have, on a trip or something, have found a way to pick it up. But it's not new, but I didn't know about it. But in doing so was what led me to even downloading the X-Drip and trying to use this app. Because before then, I had no need for it, or I didn't think I needed it. I had a different app for calculating my bolus, and a different app for, I didn't have one thing that tied it all together. And this is something that ties it all together, but this is not something approved by Health Canada or approved by FDA, this is a group of diabetics that continue to say we need this, and just make it and put it out there. And keep working on it. And someone will say, oh, if you could only have this or this flavor or this tweak. And they keep working on it. And it's a great technology that is out there. Everyone uses it in a different way. There are people that use it as a closed loop system, that have it decide treatments for them and give feedback to their insulin pumps. And there are people that, like me, that uses it to get all that information but still choose to inject instead of slapping on an insulin pump and having it make that decision and all that. So it also kind of a comfort level thing where I know I'm the one saying if I could 10 decisions to someone else, but I don't think I'm ready to 100% turn over decision to a piece of technology. So I'm not ready to take that step. But the more and more that I use it, the more that I like it. So there are things out there. And I think along the way too, maybe it's fatigue. I kind of lost my way. I used to be the person that goes searching for every piece of diabetes technology and how it's used. But in the past few years, I haven't been doing that. So it's something that I would like to focus on and try new things and see what's there. And also it's a way not to get burnout, because you're always looking for something and you're amazed by something. And so it takes away the monotony of it being one way. So I'm sure when the so-called artificial pancreas come out, a lot of us will not be able to afford it, and a lot of insurance and government and so on will not cover it. And so it makes something like the do-it-yourself artificial pancreas a good project, because then people can afford it and it's cheaper, and it's something that I look forward to. I think it's something that I got away from keeping up with and looking forward to, and having tried this again has given me that renewed, oh look, it's something that you enjoy doing, why did you stop? So moving on to the next step is the cleanup. I'm currently a little high because obviously cooking and eating and tasting, and it always happens. So I'm currently
10.8 flat. 10.8 flat.
So I will do a correction bolus, take a little insulin. Right now it's suggesting 2.6 units to kind of bring it down. So I'll take a little correction and start out with my cleaning. I'll probably not take a whole 2.6 because I tend to drop when I clean. So I'll probably do half of that and get on with the cleaning.
9.8 flat. 9.8 flat.
small kitchen is that you can clean the whole kitchen in a few minutes.
9.5 flat. 9.5 flat.
We are going to do 3.3 units for dinner. And 3.3. Okay, and that's it.
Right. So what are we having for dinner?
Just going something like just yogurt and Greek yogurt and nuts. Okay, it's 10 p.m. Showered, my hair is wet, washed my hair, and about to do my basil for tonight so that I can go to sleep. And currently my blood sugar is
6.5 flat. 6.5 flat.
I will go ahead and do my basil. Thank you very much for spending the weekend with me. I know I look a little crazy with my face so shiny, but oils. 1 unit and 24, and have a little window so I don't flash you. Doesn't have a fancy counter for me, but wait, the receiver comes only in disposable pens at this moment. They don't come in pen cartridges. Wait, and I think it's been 15 seconds. I think so. So diabetes wise for this weekend, it's been pretty good. It's been, if every day is like today, I'll be happy with it. It's been fairly a good day. It seems easy this weekend. It's not always this easy, but I'm happy that I got to share a weekend that is more positive and easy and fun instead of a low or high. It's been a relatively been a great weekend. It's as if the camera knew, or maybe if I vlogged all the time, I'll have great blood sugars. I don't know. So thank you very much, and I appreciate you for sticking around and watching this video till the end. Later.